The Winona area mountain bikers will be hosting a 4-day workshop beginning Thursday on developing and maintaining mountain bike trails. Scott Sherman of WAMB said this is the first time since the late 1990s that the club has held an event like this. Sherman ran down the weekend's agenda, which includes classroom learning and on-site demonstrations.
Thursday evening at 7 o'clock down at the Historical Society, we're going to have a meeting that we call Club Care. It's a seminar put on by the International Mountain Bikers Association. We have a trail care crew who is a trained crew of trail builders, professional trail builders that come in, and they kind of talk to us first about Thursday night. They talk to us about our club and what we need to do to make sure that as a nonprofit and as a volunteer-based club, we try to maintain consistency in the club throughout the years, and how to help that happen without burning out members along the way is a difficult process. So Thursday night they're going to talk about that. Friday morning we have an invite-only seminar that is for county commissioners, city council, mayor, state rep. Jeremy Miller's coming down. So we're going to try and get all the government in one room and try to sit down with them and talk to them about what we think is a good plan for the future in Winona in terms of the sustainable natural surface trails that we've had here for many years, and how we can make them better for years to come. Saturday morning we will be having a classroom session at Pasteur Hall, room 329. From 9 to 12 we will be having a in-class seminar that will talk about how to actually build a trail, what to look for, things that make a trail sustainable so that it does not erode. It also will help make the trails easier to find, and signage, and they talk about a whole bunch of things like that. In the afternoon we're going to head up to the DNR Bronc unit, which is also called Cherry Hill to the locals, and we're going to go up there. Last August we were approved for 9 miles of new single track mountain bike trail, and this year we're going to go out and start planning that and working on it on Saturday afternoon. We're going to be out there, and the trail care crew is going to bring us through approximately a quarter mile of trail building that day. So and then Sunday we're going to wind up the whole weekend with a group ride for everybody.
So how does one start building a mountain bike trail? Sherman said one way is to follow existing wildlife trails.
There are always deer trails up in there, and those deer trails generally follow a path that we would like to take, because it is across the contours of the land. It's not straight down the hill, or what we call the fall line of the trail. A lot of times what happens is if you create a trail, such as some of the older trail that we have here at Holzinger, a lot of times what happens is you get water that will run straight down that trail and it'll ruin it. So what they're going to talk about is sustainable ways to build a trail. Sometimes that follows a deer path, sometimes it's a brand new path. Deer don't always know the best way to walk through the woods. They go straight. So least path of least resistance, I should say. So what we're trying to do is create something that is going to be sustainable, will drain water well, will not affect the landscape or make it look any different. We try to keep it as natural looking as possible.
As Sherman mentioned earlier, trails are currently maintained by club members, and that means riding the trails following storms or heavy rainfall.
The first thing we do after a storm is one of us will come out and ride it usually. We have a group of 51 people on a Facebook page called the Winona Trail Group, and what we do is we talk via Facebook where trees are down, what sections of trail need work done. Just this week we went up and we took out 10 trees that had fallen in the past few weeks here. We did a bunch of weed whacking. We blew the leaves off the trail to try and get some of the deadfall from the winter off the trails, and then also to help the trails dry out a little bit faster each time it rains. So makes the trails more usable more often.
Sherman said the trails are not just for mountain bikers, but for anyone who wants to get out and enjoy the beauty of the bluffs.
These trails have always been open to all users, whether it be dog walkers, hikers, cyclists, bird watchers, morel, mushroom hunters, you name it. It's open to everybody, kids, adults, old people, whatever. We want everybody out there to use the trails. We, for 20 years, have been here maintaining these trails, and I think this is probably the first year that we've really gone out and tried to make a pitch to the public to let them know what we're doing up here, so that we can kind of just get everybody involved if we can.
For more information on this weekend's seminar, you can contact Scott at ssherman@hbci.com or by phone at 507-313-0676. You can also register at mountainbikewinona.org.